Welcome back to the DSA in JavaScript series. Today we are solving one of the most asked interview questions. Remove duplicates from an array in JavaScript. We will solve it using three approaches. First we'll be solving using brute force, then better, and last optimal solution. And as always, we will analyze the time complexity and the space complexity. First, let's understand the problem. What is our problem in statement is, we have here our array and we have to return this. If you carefully observe is, our first array have so many duplicates. And we have to filter out that one, and we have to return the only unique pairs, and we have to remove the duplicates. The interviewer mentioned that you can't use any built-in method like dot filter or something, because interviewer want to see your logic, not shortcuts. So what will be our first approach is, we will take each element like 1, 2, 3, 4, each element we will take. Let's create a function called remove duplicates brute, and in this function will take an array. We will create a result array. So this will be our result array. Means whatever unique pair will be there, we will store into this array and we will return this array. So every time we will check, when we will be in the one element, we will check whether this one is already there in our result. If it is not, just add it. And the second time, we will point into 2. We will check whether our 2 is already there in our result array. No, just add it. And third time we will check here whether our 2 element is already there. Yes, so don't add. So next it will check to 3 whether this 3 is already added to our result array. No, so just add it. And after that it will check to 4 whether 4 is already there in our result array. No, just add it. And now it will come to this, whether this 4 is already there in our result array. Yes, so don't add. So now the last element, which is 5, whether 5 is already there in our result array? No, so add it. So once we iterate the array, we will get our unique pairs, and it will be automatically removes our duplicates. So let's start writing the loop first. So for let I equal to 0, I less than array dot length I plus plus. This will run our first loop. And what we'll take a variable and we will track on it whichever element is already found or not. So first it will initialize with false, and second loop will run let j equal to 0, j less than our result dot length j plus plus. Basically this loop will run for this result array, and the outer loop will run for our input array. So what it will check first is, it will check if our array of I is already there in our result of I. If it is there, okay, sorry, result of j. If it is already there, means what we have to do, we have to just add here found equal to true, and we'll break it from here. Because if it is already there, we don't need to add this 2 again. We just have to mark at true. It was founded true, and we break it. We don't need to run the entire array. For j, we don't need to run the entire array. Correct? Okay. So what if it is not there, means we have to add. How we will add? We will add after this, after the result array loop. We will check if it was not found. That means just add into our result dot push array of I. After the loop, we just have to return our result. That's it. It's simple. Now if we'll just console and run this one, let's console and run. Yeah, you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Simple. Here our time complexity is big of n square, because what we are here doing is, we are just iterating 2 loops. One is for the input loop, another one is for the result. So it will be big of n square, and space complexity is big of n, because we are taking another extra space to storing our output or result. So this method works fine, but it does not scale. If array has 1 million element, it will be painful. So what will be our better approach? So let's comment this one and we will write code for the better approach. First, let's create a function first. Then only we'll discuss about approach. So now we will create an empty object to store the frequency. Whatever is already there and not. Basically, this will check if that keys exist, then just skip it. So now const, we will take an empty object and we will take a result equal to empty array where we will store, and after that we will run a one loop for let equal to 0, I equal to 0, I less than array dot length I plus plus, and it will check if the current element, whatever element is there, if that is not there in our array of I, then what we have to do, we just have to add into our result array, result dot push array of I, and we have to mention and we have to mark it down somewhere in the map that yes, this is already added. So map of array of I equal to true. We are marked here that this element is already stored into our result and it is mapped. So second time it will not iterate, it will not add to our result array. So we don't have to again and again just run our result array. It will just check from the key. So what here we are doing, we are just adding a key in our map that the element is true. That means every time we don't have to loop the result array. They will just check the map. They will just check the key. If it is that it exists, don't add it. If it is not, push it into our result array. Very simple. And after this loop, what we have to do is we just have to return the result. That's it. Very simple. Now if you'll console and run this one, you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See here our time complexity is big of n because we are just running one loop, and our space complexity is big of n. We are storing our output into result array. This is already good and works in production level code also, but interviewer will not happy with this code also. Interviewer wants the optimal and modern solution. So what will be the modern solution is we can use here set. So okay, so let's comment this one and let's start writing code for set also. So it is very simple. What we have to do, we will create a function called remove duplicate optimal, and this will take an array, and whatever the array user is sending here, we just have to pass into our set. That's it. This one line code, everything will sort the problem. Now if you'll console and run this one, you can see here, let's first clear the terminal. Yeah, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how this set is working behind the scene is sets only store the unique pairs. Duplicate it will not store only. Automatically our array will be unique pair. So this is the cleanest, fastest and one of the most developer used today because it will be not messy. Very simple and modern solution. If this video helped you, please hit the like button and subscribe us. We'll see you in the next episode.